So I know this looks like a massive mess at the moment, but I guarantee, give me a couple of minutes, it's going to make a whole lot of sense. It's going to make nutrition heaps easier to understand. And the first thing I want to do is draw attention to this pretty simple line over here, and it's actually really, really important for understanding nutrition. Because I remember when I first started looking into nutrition, 10 years ago, supplementation seems super important, and calories seem super important, and macros seem super important, and everything seems super important. It's overwhelming understanding what to prioritize and what was the foundational important aspects that you needed to focus on so you can get results. So this one over here, basically what it's saying is that anything over here, so like macros, supplementation, meal timing, hormones, gut health, whatever, is all super important, and you want to optimize that, but none of that's going to matter if you can't get calories right. So if you haven't got calories right and you've got a client who wants to lose weight, it doesn't matter what you do with gut health or supplementation or meal timing or whatever, nothing's going to happen if you haven't got the calories right. And the other way around is true as well. If you get calories right, 80% of the time you're going to get an awesome result without even doing anything else. So calories is super important. So if it sounds like calories are the make or break, yes, that's absolutely true. It's good that you're listening. So now that we've covered that, the next obvious question is, so how do we nail calories? Like, we know what it is, and we know we've got to, the calories in, calories out, and all that type of thing, but how does that all fit in together? Basically, to nail calories, the two things that you need to focus on is, number one, what's the target calories for our clients, and number two, what's the easiest way to get them there? So these are the only two questions you've got to ask, and if you nail these two questions, you're going to get all your clients awesome results. So basically, the target calories is what number of calories is going to get your client bigger or leaner or whatever the goal is. So let's say, for example, you're a 90 kilogram male and you want to bulk, you might need 3,300 calories to bulk. If you're not getting 3,300 calories, you will not get a result. So basically, it's a yes or no. Is the client hitting the right amount of calories? And if you're a 60 kilogram female, you might need, if you want to cut, 1,600 calories. So if she's eating over 1,600 calories, it doesn't matter what happens, she will not lose body fat. So this one's just a yes or a no, are they doing it or are they not? But we can't just look at it as a number, just give them, here's the 1,600 calories that you need to eat, go for it, and just hope for the best. The second thing, and just as important, if not more important, is we actually need to consider what's the easiest way to get them there. So, how do we make it easy for them to stick to? And this part over here really takes a bit of experience and understanding your clients, so you know what's going to be the most suitable thing for them. So a couple of go-to here is, for example, meal frequency. A lot of people try and fit in as many meals as possible because they think it's going to increase the metabolism, which is absolutely not true. That's a conversation for another day. But meal timing is really, really important. Meal frequency. So if someone is super busy and they can only fit 3 meals in, there is no point at all trying to get them to have 4, 5, or 6 meals. Something like that can be super simple to help them be able to stick to their nutrition a lot easier. Another good example of using different strategies that may work or may not, depending on the client's preference, is something like intermittent fasting. For a lot of people, it works really, really well, especially when they're cutting, because it helps them control their calories within an eating window because they're super busy in the morning and they like to have bigger meals. For other people, this doesn't work very well at all because they get starving, they like to have more frequent meals, and it's just not very good and they can't stick to it. If they can't stick to it, they're never going to hit the target calories because they're going to go straight off the plan that you've got for them. So it's really, really important to always think about what's the best way and what's the easiest way to get my clients to get to the target calories. And we've got a whole heap of tools at our disposal, which I'll go through with you in the bigger calorie video. But yeah, that's just a bit of an overview. So just to recap, it's basically what's the target calories to get my client to the goal, and we can use an equation to find this, or you can use my app, which makes it super easy. And then we just got to think, what's the easiest way? So how many meals do we give them? What foods do they like? Give them flexible dieting. Should I give them intermittent fasting? Should I give them more of a keto diet, a high carb, low carb, whatever? What's the easiest way to get them there? And if you nail that, you'll nail nutrition. So this is a really big overview and recap of how nutrition fits in together and what you need to focus on. what I want to do is send you a 5-part series actually explaining every single part of all of this and how it fits it together and how to optimize it, how to work it to get your client awesome results. What I want to do is actually send you the first one, the full calorie video, absolutely for free, and also want to have a chat to you about your nutrition and see where I can help you and see what you're struggling with and see how we can help you understand that overall concept better so you can start getting awesome results for your client. And I also want to offer you a free month on the Light HQ app, which is my app that I've made to make all of this a whole lot easier. So tap the message button down below and I'll send you a link to the app. Plus we can start talking about your nutrition and I can send you the free calorie video so you can start understanding that. And if you like, we can talk about getting it into my 5-week nutrition course. So I'll see you in the next video.